we learned this vocabulary: points, lines, and rays, as well as line segments. So a point is basically just an exact location that's represented by a dot. A line is a straight set of points that extends in opposite directions without ending. So basically, a line is formed of just a whole bunch of little dots all together that if we were to really put them close together, they would form a line. That's what a line is. And then we have a ray. A ray has, basically, it's a line that has a beginning point and then extends in one direction. And a line segment is a part of a line that has a beginning point and an end point. So knowing this, open your books please on page 874. And there's a way for us to know how to represent line segments and lines and all of these things. So for example, line segments, so remember, a line segment is it's a line that has a beginning point and an ending point, right? So it's just like that would be a line segment. And if this was Q and R, we would say that is line segment QR, and we just put a little line on top. All right? If we have something like this, like number 2, that has arrows on both sides, and there's a point here, a point here, and a point right here, right? And we have F and B. Since it extends on both directions, it doesn't have a beginning point. It has basically can continue on to this side and continue on to this side. We say that this is a line. So we represent it by saying this is line FB or BF, it doesn't matter, and then you put that on top, and that tells you that it's line FB. And you can also say line BF, okay? It's totally fine. Now, number 3, look at it closely, and number 3 has a little dot. It has a dot, and then it goes like this, and it has, so here's your A, and then right over here it's a C. So we know that it's going to be AC, but now look at this right over here. This over here is telling you that it does have a starting point. So since it starts with a point, it does not continue like this one, then you know it's a ray. So you could say that it is a ray AC, or you could also write it as this, ray AC. And the last one they are giving us looks like this, with a point on each end, and it has the letters D, F. Alright, so we know again it does not have a beginning point or an ending point like this one, so it's not a line segment. It's not an array because it does not have it. Basically, it continues on both sides. It doesn't have a beginning point, so we know that it is a line, and we represent lines with a little thing like that. Or we could also say line D, F. So basically, on pages 875 and 876, you're going to need to identify whether something is a line. And again, I'm going to just draw it again. A line looks like this. It might have points in the middle, but it continues to both sides, on both directions. A ray has a beginning point, and then it goes into one direction, so it could also be this way, right? So we could have, let's see, AB, and it would be line AB with the little things like that. This could be CD, and it has a big, or like this as well, CD, and that is a ray. So this was a line, the top one. This one right here, these ones are rays, so it's ray CD, and remember it only goes in one direction. And the last one was a line segment that has points on both ends and FG, and that is a line segment FG, and it just has a line on top.